is actually the skull of the mammoth. This was found in Chelsea. Now, you've seen things like this before in museums, but we're going to show you video right now of this being pulled out of the ground in Chelsea. I mean, this is just outside of Ann Arbor, and I'm standing with the man, Dan Fisher, your professor, Dr. Dan Fisher. You were in charge of that excavation, really helped to uncover these bones. What an incredible experience.
It was great. It was really a community experience.
Now, when we look at a skull like this, and we see the tusk and just the size of it, what can you learn about an animal by looking at this?
Well, in this case, we knew about mammoths. We knew about their basic structure and so forth. What we learned first and foremost about this animal is that humans were there at the same time. There's evidence of human carcass processing, basically getting meat, something to eat from this animal.
Now, what's really unique about that is you were saying this animal lived 15,000 years ago, and 15,000 years ago, the textbook said there weren't people here in this part of Michigan, and yet you found evidence otherwise.
That's right. The standard picture is that humans were here first maybe 13,000 years ago, maybe a little bit older. But this animal is, we're not sure exactly how old yet, but it's older than that, more on the order of 15,000 years. And as best we knew, humans were not here at that time, but here they are, traces of them working with this particular mammoth.
Really neat. Now, I know you uncovered quite a few of these bones that you're still continuing to study, and there's even more still to dig, but this is just sort of mind-blowing to think that this exhibit is here in Ann Arbor at the University of Michigan, the Museum of Paleontology. It just opened a week ago. It's going to be here for another year, perhaps?
A little over a year, until January 18.
And will you continue adding different pieces to the exhibit?
We will. If we are going to also return to the site, and we hope find more of this animal. And if we do, I'm sure that some of those pieces will be part of this exhibit.
Even more pieces to the puzzle to discover the way we were 15,000 years ago that could inform what the future looks like. And Neiman and New, you guys, if you can see this huge mammoth behind me, this is about 13 feet tall, right?
Yes.
13 feet tall at the shoulder. Can you imagine living side by side with an animal this huge? Like living side by side, surviving, and people actually use this animal for clothing and food? Isn't that kind of mind-boggling?